Hello, I'm going to show you how to get into your Google Classroom and what areas to be looking at for your maths. So first of all, what you're going to need to be doing is going open up another tab. At the top of here, you should be able to see 9 little dots. Click onto this, and on the second line down, if you go across, there should be something that says Classroom. Okay, what you're going to be looking for is this little button here, the plus sign. So when you click on here, it's say to join or create a class. You need to go to join a class, and what you need to do is once you've clicked on there, it'll ask you to enter a class code. Okay, the class code that you're going to be having is this one for the entry class if you're entry learners. If not, then it'll be the one for the level 1 class. The code for this is this. I have actually typed it up onto the actual presentation. So just enter that in there, and you should be able to get online with this. So far, we've not been told of anyone that couldn't get into this at all. So even if you insist that you can't, there should be a way around it. When you go into the classroom for the first time, okay, we've got this bit here, which is a stream that basically it shows you what's been recently posted, and also if I want to put anything down to share with you guys. Okay, so otherwise, another thing that we need to be doing is going into this bit here, which is classwork. You can see down the side here that we've got all the different weeks. So week 1, count, read, write, order and compare numbers, and then week 2, add in, and so on and so on. Okay, as we work through all the different topics that are for entry 3. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just quickly go to one of the other activities on here. So I'm going to go to multiply. Whenever you go into any of these weeks, the first thing that I'll be wanting you to try and look for is this here, which says about starting point. So on here, click onto the starting point, and basically you'll get a Google form come up. What you need to be doing is going into your Google form, and on here it's got name. Where it says your answer, you need to put in your proper name. So don't put in any nicknames, don't put any other random things in there like emojis and things, just purely your name. If you could also put in what your student number is, just in case there's another person with the same name as you on entry 3. Work through all these different questions and put your answers at the bottom. Some of them are multiple choice, so you can just select which one. So read the question first of all and work out which one you're going to be doing. Some of them, it says here, find as many multiples of 3 as possible. So go down and think which ones are multiples of 3 and tick the boxes. The more you tick correct, the more points you'll get for this. Okay, and then once you've submitted it, basically what will happen then is you will automatically get a copy of what your answer is, how much you score, and then also I'll be able to look at it and see how well you've done and see whether or not you need to do much more work on this or just a little bit more. Once you've done all of this, what happens afterwards is work through some of the other material. But this one here, when you do the starting point, this is what allows us to give you the mark, okay, for you being marked in for the week. It doesn't mean that you don't do any more work, because you need to be doing about an hour and a half. We have got a program that overlooks all of this, that analyzes how much work you are actually doing. If you don't do at least an hour and a half, you won't be able to be put in for your exam until you've reached a certain amount of hours. The other things that are important on here, so on, say, rounding, we've got another type of problem here, an interactive exercises. So if you go onto this one here, estimation game, you've got a little button at the top here which says present. So press present, read through the slides. Once you get to any interactive slides, you'll be able to tell which ones they are. Read through the questions. And then basically something like this is an interactive one. You can't do anything on this one, so exit it. And once you've exited it, you'll be able to move the actual objects around to the places where they're supposed to go. Once you've done this, you can exit this. It will leave them in the same place as what you've put them. And then you just need to press completed to tell me that you've actually completed this work, and it will come to me your finished formatted slide. Okay. So if you decided that the height of a mountain was, say, 400 meters, then you'd be putting that one in there. Okay. If you thought that basically the space between two planets was 0.1 meters, put that there. And again, just submit it to me and I'll be able to see your finished version. Once you've done all the elements you feel that you need to, and you feel confident with this topic, what you then can do is go to this part here, which is your rounding and estimating exit ticket. Go to the exit ticket. It's going to be another Google form, different set of questions this time. And you need to complete this so we can put the information onto your ProMonitor, so we can actually see how you're getting on and how you're progressing. Okay. Once you've gone through these and you perform to a good standard, then what can happen then is we can then sign that one off for you. If you don't do very well on your exit ticket, then it may be that we need to assign you some more work to do on this topic. Okay. Once you've done all the pieces of work, what we have done, we've put on some projects for you at the end. So just one for each topic. Try and go into these and have a little go at some of these projects. Some of them are fun. Say for the money one here, you've got a little budgeting project to do. So go in again, look at the Google Slides. Okay, you can press present again if you wish to and fill it all in afterwards, write it all in. So on this one here, slide 1, slide 2, choices, slide 3. Okay, so on this one here, what you'd be doing is coming out of this and completing these parts. So what you'd be doing is going in, looking at these. Are you going to decide to go for a night out or buy fish and chips instead? And so you've got a balance of £120. So if you put fish and chips, type fish and chips in there. Next to it, the amount that you've actually paid, and then also what your balance is going to be. Okay, go through each slide individually and see what you're going to end up with by the end of the month. Okay, so nice, quite simple for you to do. So once you've done the amount of work required, which is somewhere between 20 to 30 hours of work, and you've proved by doing all of the exit tickets and the starting point tickets and a few of the actual other elements in there, then basically what will happen then is, as long as you have completed a practice paper and it looks like you're doing well on this and you should pass, then we'll probably put you in for your exam. So it's at your pace. Okay, thank you.